Hey there. I just wanted to shoot a quick video why right now, December 2023, is actually a really good time to buy a house. And you might be thinking, Carlos, you're nuts. Right now is a good time to buy a house? And let me explain some things going on in the market for you to think about on why I think today is really a good time to buy a house. For one thing, rates are down. Mortgage rates have actually been going down the past 90 days or so. And the reason behind that is inflation's finally under control. The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates the past few months, slowing down the economy. And sure enough, that inflation's gone down and mortgage rates are tied to inflation, in case you don't know. And so as inflation goes down, mortgages go down. We might hit a recession next year, but for mortgage rates, it's actually a pretty darn good thing. Now, in addition to mortgage rates going down, it's interesting that right now the market is slowing down. So that's actually a pretty good thing if you're buying a house, because you're not in the situation we were in before where there's 20 other people coming in behind you. You don't have all kinds of crazy stuff happening. More importantly, for VA, my passion here, VA loans are being accepted more and more often. And I really love that. The other thing is other kind of loans being accepted too, renovation loans especially. In a typical super boom market, it's very, very hard to get a renovation loan accepted because there's 20 offers in the house. Renovation loans always take longer to close and people don't want to deal with it. But right now it's a great time to do a renovation loan if you can find a contractor to work on the house. The other one that I've seen a lot more lately is simultaneous closes. Now, simultaneous close is where you're buying and selling a house at the same time, where you're putting in the contract that you're selling the house at the same time you're buying the new house. And oftentimes when it's a competitive market, people hate these simultaneous closes because it is a lot more of a hassle for the seller of the house to do those. So when it's a really competitive market, it's very, very hard to get those accepted. But right now they're accepting whatever they can get. The other thing we're seeing a lot more is seller concessions. I had a lot of seller concessions lately. I just had a contract lately, one with $5,000. I think I had one with $10,000, another one with $4,000. So it's really, really great time to get those seller concessions in and bring your cash to close down. And so I think that's a great thing as a buyer. You can get some more seller concessions and make that happen. The other thing is, it's a great time to negotiate. Some people say the prices are high, but here's the thing, that if you think that price is too high, don't pay the price. As simple as that. Figure out what price you want to pay for the house and make an offer. I just had one the other day. I kid you not, they 20,000 below list and they accepted it with concessions on top of that. So it's actually closer to 24. So yeah, you can definitely negotiate nowadays. And so if you don't like the price, then negotiate. Now, people might be saying, well, this is proof that we're in, this bear market and the market's crashing, blah, blah, blah. The YouTube naysayers are going crazy right now because of things going on. But here's the real deal. It's cold outside. Have you been outside lately? It's December. Here in Ohio, it's super freaking cold. Who the heck wants to buy a house in December when it's much more fun to go Christmas shopping? So here's the thing, though. It won't be cold forever. It's going to be warm soon. People getting their tax returns. They're going to be going right back out to house shopping. I guarantee it's going to be back to where it was 2 years ago. The other thing is that media is still largely negative. Unfortunately, it takes a while for the media to catch up to reality, and people listen to that stuff. And so a lot of people are scared and they're staying out of the market. So I want you to be thinking ahead of where everybody else is thinking, because if you're doing what everybody else is doing, you're going to be in the situation where there's 20 bidders on a house. You'd rather be the one and only bidder. And like I said, it won't be this way forever. Tax returns are coming. It happens every year. It's so funny that, I've been doing this business for several years and it happens every winter. People are like, oh my God, the market's crashing. It's like, no, it's called December. And sure enough, come February, March, April, tax returns show up. It happens. I don't know why people think that like this is the magic year that the market turned. It's like, no, it's just freaking cold. Here's the reality, though. People are like, oh, is there a foreclosure crisis? And not really. Foreclosure at record lows. So sorry if you're thinking about foreclosure for pennies on the dollar. It ain't going to happen anytime soon, anyways. The other thing that, these naysayers want to say that These zero down programs, they've destroyed the market, blah, 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 blah. I read a stat today that percentage of homes with negative equity is at 1.4%. 1.4% of all homes. Did you know that close to 60% of homes have a mortgage? About a little over 40% don't even have a mortgage. So that's not exactly a foreclosure crisis. By the way, this 1.4 is actually the percentage of home with negative equity has actually gone down since last year. So, and here's the reality: there's still a supply shortage. Why were we short on houses 2 years ago? Is because there's too many buyers, not enough sellers. That hasn't changed. Nothing's really changed. It's not like the builders went and built 10,000 homes in the past year. No, it's not happening at all. They still can't keep up. So here's the reality that we're in a really interesting window of opportunity. And so if you want to buy a house, I think now is a great time to do it. Just put on the winter coat, go out there, put in your offer, have a home by next year. I think it's a great opportunity. So anyways, my name is Carlos. Have any questions about mortgages? Feel free to give me a call, 937-572-3713 or scarpero.com. Later. Bye.